So today it's going to be just a quick blurb on resilience, because we certainly all need it right now. It's such crazy times for us. And I'd really like to begin with a quote, and any of you who know me know how much I love my quotes. This one's amazing. It's from Viktor Frankl, Dr. Viktor Frankl. You may be aware of him. He's the author of Man's Search for Meaning, one of the best books I've ever read in my life. I can't recommend it highly enough if you want something that's really thought-provoking and gives you perspective. I find it gives me perspective. So one of the things that Dr. Frankl actually says is, between stimulus and response, there is a pause. And in that space, we have the power to choose our response. And in our response lies our growth and our freedom. And if you really think about that, it's so true, because like today's world, there's a really powerful stimulus out there that's throwing us all through a hoop. But if we just pause and actually think about our response before we respond, it leaves a lot of room for growth for us and for our businesses and for our community and for us as leaders. It gives us the opportunity to step up and lead, which really is what it's all about. I've shared with you, before that my own business has gone through some very dark times over the years. Twice we came, well, at least twice, we came very, very close to closing the doors. And I call it our business near-death experience. After the last one, which is the most recent one, and that was sort of 2014-15, it lasted quite a while. And it was 16, 17, I think, by the time we were through it. And I remember talking to my team about it, when we had momentum again, we were growing our team, our turnover was right back up there and even higher, so we knew we'd survived it. And we were chatting and I was asking them why they thought we'd survived it. Most of the comments were around our team and that we really applied a growth mindset. I think I've mentioned to you that I was very fortunate because I'd studied neuro leadership and I knew the work of Dr. Carol Dweck, who has done amazing research on mindset. So those sort of comments and our belief in our purpose, each of the team members thought that really played a role. The purpose of Push is much bigger than us, and the purpose of Vidotto Group is bigger than us. So that all contributed to make us resilient. And, it wasn't always the way. We weren't always resilient, because, by definition, resilience is the capacity to be able to bounce back up. And we have managed to do that. It's become easier with each time. Even with this huge challenge, I don't feel the fear that I felt in previous real downturns and big challenges for our business. I think there's so much opportunity out there, and there is so much, the fact that we have this internet world where we can reach each other, I think that's enormous. It gives me great comfort to know that I can reach out to my community, that I can still help other business owners, maybe even more so than I could before, with those challenges. But I think there will be an enormous amount of community and community spirit to come out of what's going on. And I think that's, it's great for humanity. Even all the Italians, singing at their balconies. And I think it'll be the same in the business world. I think we'll band together and we'll bounce back. And we need to focus on how can we be resilient. One of the biggest things we can do is learn to be adaptable. Okay, that's not working. We've lost that project. How do we pivot? What else can we offer them? Adjust your sails and hang on tight. and you'll see that things will come up that, you know, okay, we can't go in and help that business, but we can jump on Zoom. Fantastic. You know, you're like, the internet becomes your classroom or your office. So you know, there are ways. We just have to have a bigger vision. Step up and lead. Don't become a prophet of doom. Don't fall down with this. Look beyond and really step up, and you'll see further. So my tip for you today, or my point, is to tap into your resilience. Human beings are naturally very adaptable. You know, we're an adaptable species. So really do pause between the stimulus and choose your response. And let me know how you're going to respond. I'd love to hear.